Morning, champs. What's going on? Is my mic working fine? It looks like it's okay on my side. Just want to double check that the mic is okay. I can hear myself actually on the freaking YouTube there. All right, cool. So we're getting well there. So yeah, what's going on, champs? Hope you guys are doing well. So welcome to episode 41. Is it 41? I believe it's 41. We've done so many of these shit. We don't fucking know what's going on. Thank you, Vegeta. Appreciate that. It's before we get cracking on there, I just want to say it is the morning. It is the monthly end. So the month end, which is really important. What's so important about it is that if you look at the monthly candle, right, we've actually had an up move all the way up there. This is the first time after, this is the fourth month, right? So we had 3 months down candle, and this is the fourth month. We're finally going up. So you're gonna expect yourself some profit taking. So there's gonna be a pullback, right? But saying that, the market does look bullish, okay? Just to give a quick recap, not recap, but like a content of what we're going to be doing today. Today's a bit different. We're going to talk a bit more educational stuff. So more of like market structure wise, we're going to go on to as well on the higher time frame. What we're looking to possibly break market structure to go up to the upside. So for example, Bitcoin, to me, it's ranging between 28K to 61K. Those are the numbers there. Is it possible to go to 61K? It is possible. Right, and I'll explain how. It's a range bound environment. I know I posted this on Twitter. I got there were some people DMing me or even messaging me and stuff like that. They're like, in your dreams and shit like that. I'm like, listen, shut the fuck up, right? You've never traded in your fucking life. I bet you in your trading account you got zero there. You made some money in the bull run towards the end of the bull run. And you lost everything out there. And you're gonna come tell me that in my fucking dreams. What the fuck do you think you are, you dumb shit? You know, I don't like when people talk shit. If you're gonna talk shit, right, just say shit and have facts back to back it. Come chat to me in it, right? And we can talk this academically, we can talk this however you want to do it, and we can discuss. But if you got nothing good to say, it's best to shut up. And that's why I fucking love the YouTube family. The YouTube is the fucking family there. Twitter, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm gonna shit on Twitter, right? And I understand why some people shit post because it's just a bunch of idiots on there. I mean, I'm one of the idiots that's on there as well. So it is what it is. So we're gonna look at that. I'm going to explain to you, so how to play an expansive move using the quarterly play, right? So we're going to talk about that as well. So which means going down a macro. The question is, how many of you guys actually go back and have a look at like the higher time frame and just go back? Does any of you guys actually go on the weekly? That's or even you go on the hourly, the 15 minutes, the daily. But do you guys go on the weekly and the monthly? So that's another thing that we're going to look at, how to explain that expansion move as well. And we're going to look at gold, dollar, the relationship between that. And we're going to look at the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P together, all three together. And how do we use that to indicate that, okay, this is going to go up or this is going to go down. We're going to relate that to crypto. So that's alpha. That's a mad alpha there. Like what I'm going to show you today. It's massive, so stick around. And if you can't stick around, it's fine. Totally understandable. Everyone's got work and stuff like that. I think apparently we're supposed to be working, right? There's 38 people here, and I believe 38 people are supposed to be working right now, but they're not. They're literally here just chatting to me. So we'll go through that. So, and we'll look at some day trades. So this might be a bit of a long stream, but we'll see how it goes. So I just want to give it a shout out to all you guys, man. Shout out to Vegeta. We got Hunter, Lone Wolf. We got Jordan, freaking Dark is saying shorting BNB. Fair play. Yeah, it is month end, so why not pull back the scenario? We got Kyle, Brandon, Redacted. We got Dank. We got Guna. We got Tunahan, Yardi, Tony. Shout out to Joel. We got freaking Wifra Rights. We got Thomas. We got Carl. We got The Right Way. We got, we got the whole fucking thingy, the whole crew. So that's all good though. So what's it? Ready for Dank's Kudban Friday? Shit! Oh shit! It's Friday. It's fucking Friday. Happy Friday to all you guys, and Jamal Mubarak to all of you guys. Wishing you the best of health, success, and happiness. Speak to your family if you haven't spoken to your family. Show some love to your mum and dad. Because remember, no matter what, if they're good or bad, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be here, and you wouldn't be here for me in it actually. So I've got love and respect for your family as well, especially your mum and dad. So big up to these families as well. Flicks from Bali. Where are you guys from? We've been here for 3 hours stream yesterday. Yeah, man, 3 hours. But to be honest, 3 hours is a long time, Yardi. I ain't gonna lie to you. 2 hours is too long as well, in my opinion. Because, like, Okay, literally, be honest with you guys, right? With me, guys. Do you really want to see me just chat for fucking 2-3 hours? Gash is from the UK. Got Skyward. What the squad means? Got the squad. SQUAD. My bad. I'm getting too old for this shit. Morning, chick. I'm just finishing off the cigarette. Let me get cracking, yeah? So you guys would actually want me to speak for like 2-3 hours? Fucking hell, man. You guys got... That's what I don't understand. How do you do... But then again, when I listen to like someone like Joe Rogan, right? I can listen to him for like hours. I can straight up listen to him for hours. And the fact that you're here chatting, just listen to me and, and then fucking just chatting to me as well. I'm loving this as well. Right here from Manchester. God, you're a United fan or a City fan? That's the important thing now. Because the next answer you give me is going to determine if you're blocked or... I'm joking. I'm not locking no one. Unless you be disrespectful. If you're disrespectful, you're racist, or you're causing a pain in the ass to other people in the chat, you will get removed, right? United. Finns are United, my guy. Car's red as well. Yeah, Manchester's red. Always will be red. Fuck City. I mean, they got Haaland, so this is going to be a bit of a problem. I ain't gonna lie to you. Haaland is fucking... He's my favourite player at the very current moment in time. Haaland or Neymar? Or Mbappe? Big question there. And for me, it's Haaland. I say hands on Haaland. Right, where's Liverpool? Fuck. Okay, you're getting blocked here. I'm joking. My partner's from Manchester. Manchester's the place to be. Sunny Thailand. Breaking rainy season. Joel, Thailand is the place to be. Walaikum salam, Shazab. How's it going? Yeah, smash the likes, man. We've got 52 people here. It's a good way to start freaking Friday. Rashford more than Mbappe. Really? Finn, you are on some crack, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. Marsha. By the way, thoughts on ETC? Will there be a massive pullback on the same as a pump? Bro, so basically, right, with the crypto market, right, if ETH is pulling back, you can guarantee alts are going to pull back too as well. So we'll try and fit in some alts actually. Yeah, we'll try and fit in some alts, and then we can actually get that going. I like that, Joel, West Ham fan, and he got the hammers in there. What a geezer! I'll take Marshall there. Marshall is underrated in my opinion. I just feel like he's a lazy player. He reminds me of Berbatov, but like the thing is, Berbatov was so skillful. So remember when we had the Fantastic Four, we had like Ronaldo, Tevez, we had Rooney, and freaking Berbatov. Those four were fucking something else. Doing alt request data deck? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna do some. I'm trying to fit that in as well. Have you heard about Chandler Guo said about ETC? Now what did he say? Who the fuck is Chandler? Chandler from Friends. Jamsford. What's going on, Piotr? 2008 smash. Yeah, 2008 was a big year for us as well. I still remember the thingy. Oh, Sport, ETC, and etc. What a season. Mr. Matt. Yeah, dude, those days were the best days, man. The Fergie days. We're not going to get the Fergie days there, but we got the Ten Hag days now. Let's see what happens, man. Ten Hag should be something good. Anyone, any football fans here before we get cracking? All seems to be long in Dodge. Will latest profits move to memes? I think, you know what, the point is, right? ETH, I like that. Eric Ten Hag. Stoke City. Turn out it's not a football fan. Never mind, that's all good. Arsenal, we've got Arsenal fans here, got United fans here. Yeah, dude, Guna, I knew you were an Arsenal fan without you telling me. Straight up. Are you a cricket guy? I've never been into cricket. Brandon's a Liverpool fan. You got freaking Vegeta's is a boss and a City fan. What a waste, man. I'm joking. I'm joking. Just going to see Liverpool versus Man City. Dude, that'll be a good one, Piotr. Good luck with that as well. Morning, Pirate. You're a United fan as well, Pirate. Good to have you here as well. Cricket. I've never been into cricket. I know my grandfather was into cricket. It was a cricket man. He tried to explain it to me. I just couldn't get it. You know what I got into lately? Is a Bayern fan. You are a fucking ledge. What a fucking champ, man. I'm a big Bayern fan. Outside the UK, it's a Bayern. I'm a Bayern Munich guy. Like, to the end. I remember the freaking Robin days, man. The Robin days and the Ribery days. Woo, what a fucking... That wing was the best wing in the world. Those two together. Robin was something else, man. Like, even in his old age with no hair and shit, he was fucking fast, that guy was. You're on a freaking plane. What are you doing on... Focus on doing something else. What's up, you average hero? You good? Hope you have a safe flight, Pirate. Where are you heading off to? All right, guys. Listen. There's 63 people here, right? We need to get cracking onto some work now, right? We're spending time on football. We can talk about this on fucking all-time high tomorrow and chat about what's going on with the league and shit like that. That's not a problem, but we need to get cracking, right? Because you guys want to see what's going on. I'm seeing the market's quite good and explain to you X, Y, and Z. So the first one I want to talk about, you work in the Middle East. Good luck with that as well. We're about in the Middle East. Dubai? Yeah, smash the likes, man. Show me some love, man, and we're gonna fucking do a lot of education content, and we're gonna fucking smash this today. All right. So this is gonna be a big one. So I would say pay attention and any questions, ask away. You know how we do. All right. So we're gonna remove all this shit, right? And we're just gonna talk about the quarterly, right? Actually, fuck it. Let's go to the yearly, right? Yearly. How does the yearly look like? As we can see, we're taking that last year's low. We're gonna mark out last year's low, and the fact is, right, taking out last year's low. And all it is, literally, is simply, might deviate the plane to UK on my way back. Want to come on a date? Pirate. That's a bit forward. That's a bit forward. Shit. Pirate ain't fucking messing about here. If you come to the UK, by all means, come down. Come down. I think we can long ETH for the scalp right now. We'll have to talk about that, about longing and shorting stuff like that. So, but first things first, let's do the market overview in terms of the quarterly. I mean, like, which education content in terms of come on, Billy, playing a bit of a swing play, right? How are we gonna play a swing play? X, Y, and Z. Okay, so I'll figure out what I'm gonna call the title and whatnot. Anyway, so last year's low has been taken out. 2021. I mean, you can see now pretty much, right? You can say one thing, right, is that we actually are playing in the next set of range, which is what the previous year's low and the previous year's high. And I think the mid-range may come up to around here. I believe that's probably the mid-range. I bet you if I actually draw a fucking fib, it will be that. Did we hit the mid-range? No, we didn't hit the mid-range. Mid-range comes in around 16k, 16.6k. So nothing too important there. Going on the quarterly. So what I'm looking at here is that what's happening, right? So the market's bounced off something. What the fuck did it bounce off, right? Did we lose a level? Did we gain a level? Did we find support level? Did we find resistance on the level and whatnot? So previous all-time highs right here. And you can clearly see that we've actually bounced right off that itself. Once, twice, and we're making a bullish, so far, a bullish quarterly. Now, quarterly wise, right, if you look at it this way, we've got all this inefficiency here. Let me just change the color, right? So at least the color makes sense. So support here. We've got all this inefficiency, right? So we've got this mad gap there. And just off the quarterly, we can literally say that you can have, if you were to play a swing play, right, you'd be targeting over here, which is about 32k. Is it 32k? Let me find the fucking. So the low comes in, yeah, 32.9k. Let's call it 30. Yeah, let's call it 32.9k. So already you can play a swing play right there. So if I were to, let's just say, if I were to do a swing play trade, how many R's would that be? A long position right now, right? Stop loss. Oops, fucking now. Right here. Stop loss. Fuck me. What's going on here? Stop loss over here. There. Nope, that's not right. There. Okay, 39k. It's a 1.4 hour trade just of a swing play. You can literally see that's like it expanding to that way. The reason why I'm choosing that, right now, let me explain to you why I'm choosing that, and we can narrow it down as we go on, X, Y, and Z. So let me just close all this. The reason why I'm choosing that is that if I do this and delete that, I don't need this. So 1.4 hour. The reason why I'm choosing that is literally, so if I go to, fuck's sake, this is the last low that hasn't been retested. So if this was a range, for example, oops, if this was a range bound environment, for example, right? So you got this is a range bound environment. Market shut down, and we're looking for a retest. Either it breaks down, or and that'll be like consolidation. I don't know why I keep doing that. Consolidation, breakout, retest, expansion, right? Or is that just a deviation of the range? So stepping back into here. Obviously, yes, we do have levels to worry about, but we can say just off the quarterly, it makes sense to go to the next wick over here, this low here, this very low here as a target, as a minimum target. Actually, minimum target I'd say is off 2021 low. That's the first set of targets there, which would probably be a 1 hour trade there, and then reclaim above that and hold above, and then we can start looking at 32.9k. Okay, That's on the quarterly, so it does look quite decent on the quarterly. So quarterly we'll find support, so that's good. So we know quarterly wise it's bullish. Okay, now if we go to the monthly, what does the monthly show us? You can see that again. I'm just gonna move this right over here. Yeah, as you can see on the monthly, perfect. We closed on the previous all-time high, and off we go. So bullish month closes in 2 days, as you can see over here. 2 days 15 minutes. I mean, the chances of us going back to a monthly open and then break down in those 2 days is quite very slim. So we can actually say monthly wise it is looking bullish as well, and you can say a minimum target off the monthly. You can see this is all inefficiency. There's this inefficiency that hasn't been traded here, and there's also inefficiency all the way there to this candle there. All right, so again on the monthly you can start saying, okay, target 1 will be off here, then target 2 will be off here, target 3 will be off there, right? So then that expands the trade to a lot more wider. I know, guys, it's showing that like it's fucking going to like what the fuck. Well, let's do it over here up to like 37. I know it's showing 37k, but I'm just showing how we can use these levels, zooming out to give us an idea of what's going on exactly. So we've got, see, we to long it here, hard stop over there, and then a stop loss right off there. Again, that becomes a 2-hour trade off a monthly. Can it happen? We don't know, but it's very possible. Okay, it is possible, right? Some of you might have already seen this, right? But already, look, if you look here, we've got, oh yeah, the quarterly range, which I never actually highlighted there. We've got this is a quarterly range. That's the range low. Let me change this to a different color. I make this green. This is a quarterly range low, and a quarterly high, range high. You can see clearly resistance. I mean, some sort of support, support. We've come back down at least to a very minimum target off here, and see if we break down or do we reclaim. That's the key now. That's the big key. Ethereum is showing a lot more bullishness than BTC, but looking at Bitcoin, narrowing it down, you can start seeing that there's inefficiency. There's all these inefficiencies over here. There's inefficiency over here. There's also a double top here. You can see that it's like a double top there. That's the double top that we're looking at, right? Which means that if we were to, for example, reclaim, hold above it, start trading up all these inefficiencies and stuff like that, come into this area, you can reject. If you were to reclaim and hold above it, then we can start saying, well, we can start targeting the mid-range of this, which is about 44.8k, and then we start looking at these double highs. And just so funny to be here is actually the this level here is actually the yearly open. So that's another key thing. I want to talk about Ethereum on the yearly open. So bear in mind, yearly open on Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin has retested the yearly open. Ethereum hasn't. It hasn't. Yearly open's a key fucking level. So you know you got your SRs and you're like, or your ranges and stuff like that. And if you come at a resistance, you expect to short it, right? If it breaks down, you short it. And if it comes to support, if it breaks up, right, bullish market structure, we start to long it. Yearly open is another key SR. It's a very key important thing. So if you look, for example, right, the yearly open on 2021 was over here, right? This was the yearly open. And you can see price shot up. Right, let me delete all this stuff, right? You don't really need it. You got the concept of it. This is the yearly open. This is how important the yearly open is. Price shot up. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months above. The 5 months still above. On the 6th month, it came back and retested it. And then found support and off we went. Made a new all-time high and came back down, right? So that's how key that yearly open is, right? Bitcoin has tested it. Ethereum hasn't. I'll prove it to you on Ethereum right now, okay? Ethereum, let me delete this before we actually go on to the chart, X, Y, and Z. So I've got a range-bound environment of this low here, this low here, and this high here, right? That's, to me, that's my range-bound environment, macro-wise, and look where we are. We've literally kissed it. We kissed the range low. Do we break down or do we reclaim? It is the month end, so I am going to be a bit careful. I wouldn't really trade so quickly just yet. Take things a lot more easy here. Come next week, we have a better plan. Let the weekly close as well happen as well on Sunday. But the yearly open, so this is January. So the January was here. This is the yearly open right here, okay? So if I were to draw a line across there, look here. See how it hasn't retested the yearly open? And that's been bugging me for months upon months, right? So we're now on the 7th month, right? Question is, do we do something like this, reclaim and hold it just off the level of a yearly open? That's could be the target there. Obviously, we're taking profits on the way there. There's liquidity up here, liquidity up here, liquidity up here, and liquidity up there, and there, and there. We don't know how far it's going to go up, all right? I'm not saying we're mega bullish. We're going to go to an all-time high. ETH is going to 15K, 20K, or 100K. I'm not saying that. No. Shut the fuck up and listen. What I'm saying is we're just looking at key levels. Just key levels, an idea of what it can be. So please don't quote me and say, yeah, Dank said that we're going to go to all-time high. No, I never said that. I may have said the word all-time high, but that means it's the program tomorrow. But doesn't mean that I'm aiming for all-time high. I'm just saying to you, looking at key levels, what are the possibilities, and what can it be? You can't rule anything out in crypto, in trading, in anything. You can never rule anything out. You can't be bullish forever, because look what happened. We all got bent over since November. You can't be bearish forever, because look what happened this month. We popped up. So you've just got to play the range. You got to play the trade. You got to play the market. That's how it is. Okay. We don't control the market. We won't have the power to do so, right? If you do, if anyone here controls the market, please help us out with yearly open, please, on Ethereum. Wouldn't an entry inside the quarterly range mean you go to mid of the range? Yeah, you could. That's when you start breaking down. So Blank, well, what Blank is asking, right? So that if you go to a quarterly range, right? For example, let me just close this off. Control A, and have a safe flight, pirate, military plane, shithole, thanks, but shit, military flights, yeah. So for example, right, like you can literally do this off Ethereum, right? So let me just do this now, actually, right? So I know I've got all these ranges, but just bear with me. So yeah, you can see, yeah, the open has never been tagged. Quarterly range, right? If I were to do that, the mid range of this, right? Because we're still in this range, in this quarterly range candle. What if we show a bullish engulfing candle? Possible. You can't rule anything out. I know the market's been quite shit. Bullish engulfing candle. Let's have a look at that. And that's a bullish engulfing candle, right? So something like this. So the previous candle is a down candle, and the next candle, right, it's higher. It closes way above the high itself, for example, right, or the body itself. That's a bullish engulfing candle. I'm not saying I think that's what crypto's gonna do. I'm just saying to you guys, we can't rule the fucking possibility, right? If you start ruling out the possibility, it's quite bad, because look at this range itself already, right on the spot. Let me just draw some lines and shit, right? Because we've got to draw some lines and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's the 25% of the range, and that's the mid range, and that's the 75% of the range. And let's just delete all this crap. Alright, cool. Can I go on the daily and have a look? Yeah, I think I can do that. I think I can squeeze it in on the daily. No, try it on the weekly. Oh, that's the hourly. You can see, literally, right, how this has actually been represented really well. And just off the bat of this, just as a range itself, what Blank is saying, you can use this as well. So for example, if we come back down and hold above it, right, hold above this high, then I say, yeah, next target will be the mid range, and the mid range will come in approximately how much? $2,200. Reclaim this, right? You see this, all this inefficiency that we got over here, coming to this as a minimum target, and then target two, reclaim, and then let's go fill out this inefficiency over here. It's a block over here. Do we come back and break down, or do we just come back into there? But I would like to see this yearly open retested. That's what I'm looking for. So just off a quarterly range, you can still do that as well. So there's a lot of possibilities of what we're looking for, but it's coming to a very, very picky moment as well. So by like when you go down when you start from a higher time frame and you work your way down, you can start having your sentiment. You can start having your bullishness or your bearishness. So what we did on Bitcoin, for example, we started from the quarterly. We worked our way down, and what did we see? Quarterly was good. It's a green candle. Monthly, it's good. It's a green candle. Even if I go to the weekly, right? I'll show you for the weekly. It's another green candle, right? It's a green candle. So far, so good. It's all looking quite good. Now we're gonna see certain levels hold or retest or break above. There's all these little things, but That's the bias. When you have that bias, if you can do that, that's a big step of your trading game. Because you can literally, you can, once you have your bias and you know how the market's pushing. So if you're shorting, for example, if it's bullish and you're shorting, you can short, you would have in mind, like, all right, I'm going to short term. I'm not going to short heavy. I'm going to short it really short term. Because I'm expecting the market to push up. So you have key levels. When you have key levels, you're like, all right, so this is where, like, mid-range, for example, this is where I'm going to take my profits or cut the trade. Reason why is because it's a key level. At key levels, we get a reaction. Mid-ranges, we've seen it over and over again. We always get a reaction. Always, right? It may shank through. It may shank through completely. If we were short, it might shank through, but we will come to retest it and we'll be choppy around the mid-range. All the choppiness that you see happens to be at the mid-range. So if you can have that in mind, that's a big edge to your trading game. Don't know why I'm grabbing this, but I did promise myself I'm gonna have some water, but I'm addicted to this Coke Cherry, man. Can't be having a belly now though, but I mean it is summertime. I'm not walking around topless or anything like that. But you know, it's what's everyone saying? Let's see. There hasn't been a bullish, bearish, engulfing candle in the entire monthly chart, so less probability. We never know. We never know. I mean, like, look, in terms of the monthly, that's the thing. If you look at the monthly, right? Yeah, there hasn't been a bullish or a bullish engulfing channel candle, right? I can agree with that. However, if you look at the quarterly, right? What do we see on the quarterly? Right? I mean, yeah, quality doesn't say much there, to be honest. It's just loads of wicks. Fucking volatile as fuck. But it's just ideas for you to have a look. So you can, if you go to look on the lower time frame and you start seeing those things, it makes things a little bit more interesting. Just want to say quickly as well. Last week on Friday, I was talking about the butterfly doji, right? It's pretty much working out. This is the butterfly doji right here, right? That's the high of it, and that's the low of it. And I was saying that we could close, like if we close within, if we had a weekly close within this range itself, we're going to be range bounding here, maybe take out the stops over here before we break up. But then the following week we had a close above, so it's all bullish. Again, it's looking bullish, so it's looking good. I mean, it looks like 30k is going to come into place, like 26, 28k, looking at 30k level to level. All right, so that's the education point of view of how to, you know, as a drop, like as a top down analysis, looking at your bias, looking at how you, if you were to want to swing trade, you have your ideas how to swing trade, because the monthly looks, quarterly is good, the monthly is good, weekly is good. You can take a swing trade, but obviously your gains are not going to be that great. But it's one of those trades for those who actually, you know, who don't want to trade like every single day and they just want to take things easy. Do one trade once in a while, get a little cash on there, because they got like 50, 60k lying around, and they can risk, like, let's say if you got a 50k account and you risk 5%, that's $2,500, and you make a 3-hour move, right, in a month, right? That's $7,500. $7,500 is a lot of fucking money. So, like, what I notice is, like, there's a lot of people, when they have big money, they tend to swing trade because it's a lot more easier. It's like the millionaire club, the billionaire club. That's the kind of way they play. Because why do they need to fucking trade every day? It's like people like me and you who wants to make big like money in it. That's when we start trading every single day. So we've done the top down analysis. We looked at the chart. We looked at the time frames. It's all looking good. Happy days, right? So what is happening on Bitcoin though, right? Because now we need to see, we come to some sort of resistance. What is the resistance we found, right? So you can clearly see it on the daily, right? We have broken out on Monday's high. So this you see this blue, the blue Fibonacci right here, smashed above bloody Monday's high, smashed above Monday's high, and all we've done, right, is we come back down, retest it, and we go up to this high over here. What was the key? I was talking about this before. I was saying to you guys that something like this. So that's last week's high, and last week's low is Monday's low, which is around the mid-range. And I was saying to you, and I literally said it to you, SZ was on the stream here. I think he was sorting out his microphone. I was saying this in the morning yesterday, and it was a valid trade. So if anyone took the trade, happy days. I didn't take the trade. What was that? Yeah, I didn't take the trade, but it is what it is. It's a pattern that I've noticed a lot, right? And it's something. It's another alpha for you guys as well, for free. Is that when you see price is just taking out the stops, right? Like like for example, like last week's range, right? This is all last week's range. When price took out the stops there and it closes, right? You know this already, right? But I'm just breaking this down for those who doesn't know. So look here, right? We know got a low here. That was a low there. You see price runs the stop once, runs the stop again twice, right? So already we have a run up, right? And not only did he have did he run this stop over here, it runs the weekly range low. So once we had taken that weekly range low, now, right, and then you can see it rallies up, finds support, comes up, support. The amount of support it gave us, right, was a lot for us to take a trade here, right, at any point over here, for example here, with a stop loss there. Your invalidation was there, 100% invalidation there, because the probability is going to go up to range high. That's what I'm telling you. The probability is going to go range high. Why? Because we're just taking out stops. We're taking out stops on both sides of the market. It's volatile market. So already, right from there, off that bat, I didn't take the trade. I'm a bit gutted by it because I know this off by heart. Like a fucking numpty that I am. I didn't take it. But anyway, it is what it is. So for example, let's just say, yeah, this low here, right? That's the low there. And let's just say you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to enter a trade. I'm going to enter the trade because Deng said like this is the pattern as well around here, right? Just over here, right? Your stop loss would have been here, right? This is where your stop loss would have been. Your first target would have already given you 7.35. Fucking hell, 7.35 R. The next one would have been up here. I focused on Monday. I made a 5.5 R trade on Monday, but if I was a bit more patient and being a bit more smart, what would happen? I would have made a 15 R trade. So if I risk $1,000 right there, that's 15 grand. I want to see you guys for about a month. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you later. I'll see you in August, in September, when the market, we got to short it because September is bearish. That's what would happen. I'll be like, yeah, you know, guys, I'm in fucking Rio de Janeiro, innit? Or I'll probably go to Belgium or Italy or something like that. But, I didn't take it. I didn't take it. But you guys see how sick that setup is? Best long setups come from fail short setups. Yeah, 100%. Is that a new swing failure pattern for me? Up there? Is it? Well, we have to work this out because now we're in a range bound environment right here, right? This is a range bound environment and we're going to work out what's going to happen, right? But we'll talk about that in just a moment there. But does that make sense there? CTK has an insane setup right now. Who's CTK? Haven't we just smacked an SFB? But that's the thing is, dude, guys. So you gotta like if you take it for a second and just point this out, right? Think, okay, we're taking out this high right there. What's so key about this blue box I've highlighted? This blue box here has been the pivotal point. I've been talking about this for like fucking weeks, man. So when we broke it out all-time high, right? This is previous all-time high right there. This is previous all-time high. Found resistance, come back down, we smashed above it. What we tend to like to see is a retest, right? Fill out all this inefficiency, hold above it, break this high, off we go, fucking long your longs, and you know, off we go, right? That's what we're looking for, right? And then you put your stop loss, hard stop over there, blah 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 blah. But we never did that. Instead, what happened is it floated in midair like a fucking gypsy. Sorry, I didn't mean that, but like a fucking genie. That's what I was trying to say. Genie, like a fucking genie. Because Aladdin. I was watching Aladdin last night. Weird. Literally looking on Disney Plus. And I saw Aladdin. I'm like, yo, that guy looks kind of hot. That Lucy Pind, not Lucy, but Lucy Pind is a girl with big tits. What's that girl's name from Aladdin? Because she is penged. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me delete this. Aladdin. The first time I watched the Aladdin, the live one. Aladdin. Is how you spell it? No, double D. No. Aladdin film series 2019 movie. Is that her name? Naomi Scott. Damn. What's she saying? Oh, she's a white girl. She look like kind of Asian there. I ain't gonna lie to you. She's pretty though, isn't it? She's not bad. She's not bad. Jasmine. So she's probably, yeah. Carl saying it, hanging it. I don't know what it is, man. I tell you something. There was a girl. I had this weird fantasy in it. Like, we all got some fantasies in it. Let's be honest, right? Let's be honest, right? Like, Sim stream. Fucking hell, Finn. Don't fuck this up here. We all got fantasies in it. Some people like to be tied up. Some people like to be choked up and shit like that, right? I like when a girl dress up, for example. So what's that girl's name? Monica. Instagram. Jasmine. I remember seeing this a few years ago, right? I forgot what her name is. Oh, fucking that Monica. She did the fucking tiger video with Monica. What's her name? I'm gonna find this. That's the name. A Macarena. That's her there. But what's her name? She's actually penged too as well, you know. What's her name, man? Models with finger. Don't fucking Monica Alvarez. That's it. Monica Alvarez. I'm not Instagram on it no more on it because I lost a lot of time on that. Alvarez, Jasmine. Check this out, man. This is like, yo, she is fucking gorgeous. I go back to Twitter. What are you saying about that? Bet you didn't even think that was gonna happen in the fucking morning. Girl dressed up in white red shalwar kameez. Yo, right way. Nice. That's like a fucking wedding thing, innit? Bro, the girl's from Prince of Persia. Is she from Prince of Persia? The same girl. That's a sick movie as well, you know. She's a 10, but she plays Jasmine in Aladdin. Yeah. I switch on the show and I see a spell. Shit, dude. Yeah, she is. Look at that. That is not bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. So one second. Right, so we got range high. One second. I'm gonna chart this up for us. A range high there. Now the range high is over here. We got a range low over here, and we can see consolidation is happening right here, right? And that's what we're looking for. We play the range, okay, guys. We just play the range. As long as we play the range, we're good in it. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Like when I saw that, I'm like, yo, she's peng though. She's mad peng. So. Alright, listen, yeah. Luke's right, it's Jumma, like Mo is right, it's Jumma, astaghfirullah, wala hawla wala quwwata. No, this is haram in it. It's haram, man, haram. I'm gonna leave this on my tab in it. I'm joking. I'm gonna close this up. Close, cool. Right, let's get back to work, guys. Sorry about that. We just had a little bit of a technical difficulty right there. I could play that range for days. Vikings. Expansive move, bro. There's no expansive move there. It's just we're playing in that range forever. Yeah. So yeah. Even Mo's like, I would like to learn more from that range. Fuck. That's a 14R. She's a fucking 14R. There's not even a 10R. That's left now. Pump it. Alright, guys. This is fucked up. This is getting some madness right now. I'm gonna smoke a spliff. No. It's freaking Jumonted. I can't smoke a spliff. I'm gonna smoke a cig. Sorry. I'll never deviate from that range. Shit, guys. You guys are fucking lit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm really having a lot of good times. Shout out to Wolver, my last follower. I can see it right there. I think I'm above 1438, but it comes up there, 1438. That's fine. Yeah, smash the likes if you enjoy that fucking deviation lesson there. That's how you actually learn deviation out the fucking best way of doing it, innit? I was saying Essie will be disappointed in me. Shit. Alright, okay. So I was saying that literally that this was a range bound environment, and I've highlighted this block a little while ago, and I was like, before we even came into this area actually, and now the fact that we've actually come, it's like, yes, it is weekly high, you can say, but already, even if this wasn't the weekly high, if let's say this was the weekly high and this is the weekly high over here, right, for example, to me my target would have been there, extended targets would have been there. It's bound to have a reaction. It's bound to have some sort of a pullback there. It's a key level. We've got all this inefficiency to follow, but how do we play that game? For us to actually to play the game to go up to 26.8k, we need to break above it, hold it, and off we go. We got month end, and this will be your trigger to play this game. It's the month end. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna get a pullback, right? Pullback where? I wouldn't mind a pullback at 22k. I really wouldn't mind a pullback to 22k, or possibly to 20k, right? I generally wouldn't mind that. I discussed that yesterday. I still wouldn't mind that. That's not off the table yet. It would have been off the table if we actually done something like this. Then, you know, yeah, you can't be looking at pullbacks over here because the market is telling us that we're going to go higher because we're making new higher highs all the way up. And this is the new confirmation to enter the trade. So for me, 22k and 20k is still on the table for next month coming in, the beginning of the week, or whatever. Because remember what we said about the BTC, got the 4 hours, you can see clearly. Remember what we talked about? If you guys recall, if this was the monthly open and the monthly close, we're gonna get a pullback. Remember how this works over here, and it's the wick of the month. I know we're a bullish month. Flip it on the opposite side, or just turn your head upside down, or turn your screen or phone upside down. It would make sense, but okay, now. So literally, we're just literally looking for the pullback as well. So what can happen for next month, right, is literally this, something like this. So if this is the, let's say this is the monthly open, we could do something like this, find resistance of it, make the wick of the month, and then once we reclaim, show bullishness, and then let's fucking long the longs, and off we go, and we go level to level. All right? Does that make sense there, guys? Piotr, you ain't getting liquidated there. As long as you play the range, you ain't never gonna get liquidated. That's the one way. Well, the only way you're gonna get liquidated is if you finish the trade in it. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying. That's the best educational content you have there, right way, innit? Deviation off topic, emotional trading. What's going on, Nick? Good to have you here as well. $4.99 on Netflix subscription. OnlyFans. I've never done OnlyFans. Of course, I've never done OnlyFans. I've never paid for OnlyFans. I've never bothered actually about it. What's so good about OnlyFans? Are you guys? Is anyone here actually on OnlyFans? Be honest, right? There's no judgment here, right? Or do you know someone, like your friend's on OnlyFans? Is it one of those situations? Because I want to understand, like, the concept behind it. Looking at market structure wise, we're still bullish. Low, lower high, lower low. Sorry, fucking hell. So bearish that my mind talks about thingy. Imagine SE opens an OnlyFans, bruv. You know what? I'd pay for that. I'm selling SE sets for $5. I'm a fucking outfit. That's fucked up. It's not looking, bruv. It's not looking good. Yeah. So market structure wise, we still got a low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We're looking for another high, for a higher high potentially. That's what we're looking for as well. Well, you can see that's a high right there. That's already formed a higher high because we've taken out the stops already. Like literally, that's a higher high. So we made a higher high. Could we make a higher low to 22k, 20k, whatever he wants to come up to, and then fucking make a new high high and keep going, right? BTC has a divergence on the 1 hour RSI. I've never used RSIs though. Let's see. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Indicator. Let me delete the shit. Alright. Let's go on the indicator. It's there, but I've never used it. Alright. So yeah, you can see on the 4 hours, right? Yeah, well, it's taken the highs there, right? Literally, it's a triple top there in a way. He does something like this, come back down here, holds up. I mean, obviously, the RSI will have to play its own way, but which makes sense. If the triple top is here, right? So the triple top is right there. That's where the triple top was, right here. So we've got to see how this level works out, which comes to it's an SR. That's an SR. You can see deviation, come down, resistance, comes up, holds it as support, and off we go. So that's a flip of an SR there. So we can say already from there, from that SR itself, come back down, hold above it, reclaim this high over here, take out these highs there, and off we go. Long your longs. 26k, 28k. So just right off the bat, this is there. Okay. So BTC is looking good. I ain't gonna lie to you. You said the 1 hour. I am gonna look at the 1 hour actually. Ooh. Hey. Let's have a look. So yeah, I mean, look, it's to be fair, without looking at the RSI, we knew that it was gonna come back down anyway, right? Because look at this fucking movement over here, this movement there, like, which is why I'm looking for potentially a move to 20. Was it 20k? What was Monday's high? Monday's range? I don't know. I think it was. No, my stop loss would have been at 20k. That was it. My stop loss would have been at 20k over here. It was basically I was looking for a long at mid range. I think the mid range was about here itself. I was looking for a long over here, and then I said, yeah, long it. Oops, long it here. Stop loss there, and we're gonna go to these highs over here, and then from there break above and go high. That's what I was looking for originally, but it never gave me that. I missed the trade. I'm not really fussed. I was quite happy to get that 5.5R trade on the playing on the Monday's range there. Should have held it, man. That's a fucking dumb move there. Really stupid. Oh, fucking naked's back here, man. These motherfuckers, man. ES looking bullish. Yeah. So Mo, we're literally gonna be talking about ES, Dow, and fucking Nasdaq, and we're gonna use all three. I'm gonna teach you some mad alpha how we use all three to determine how the market's gonna be, so you can play the market how it is. So like they all complement each other, and I explain to you how, because we have to all agree that Bitcoin, no matter what, you can say what you want to say, Bitcoin is correlated with the S&P or the Nasdaq or the Dow. For those who don't even know what the Nasdaq is a platform where there's about 101 companies are traded on there, and the Nasdaq and companies all the 100. The Dow is 30 of 30 companies, and the S&P is 500 of the top 500 companies there. So you use all three put together. You kind of actually understand how the market's going to be. You look for deviations. You're looking for confirmations on using all three of them. We'll talk about that really soon. So don't worry about that. I think that, but there's like I said, there's going to be a lot of educational content. Bro, I personally use RSI, namesync when we're near SR works really well. Look at when the RSI is bottom at 20.7k, which is the local bottom. I agree with your name. You can use RSIs. There's no issues using RSI. It's just for me, I don't need the RSI because the price action tells me everything. Because look, like I said to you, right? This was last week's high, right? That was last week's high, and this was last week's low, right? Already from music. Let's remove this, right? I'm gonna remove the RSI thing, right? Just for a second. Well, I don't need it actually. Just looking at this, right? Let me just try and get this squeeze in there. Fuck off! I'll do it again. Just looking at just this is why I use price action, because price action is enough that I don't need indicators. I don't need it. Just looking at this, I said to you guys, right, literally, the moment this low here was reclaimed, right, this is a range bound environment right here. That's a range bound environment which we were trying to play a scalp the other day, right, if you guys remember. The fact that this is range bound, to get the stops there, to get the stops, key stops over here, the fact that we got back up and held it, and it was a long, and that's where I entered my long right here, playing because we reclaimed Monday's low, that was enough of a trade right here, right, this here was enough of a trade with a stop loss there, playing it to mid-range to range high. I didn't need the RSI. I would have taken TP off there and fuck to say, you know what, end of month, take away, walk away and go home. It was literally there. So the RSIs can be used as a confluence, 100%, I agree with you. But at the same time, you don't need the RSI all the time, okay? So that's for me. That's that's my view. So now looking at Bitcoin, how do we play this, right? To me, it looks like, how do we play the bearish play? How do we play the shorting play? So looking at the month of the hourly, right? Let's have a look. So we've got a few things that we need to start focusing on. Okay, the first thing we need to focus on. Let's get some lines up there. All right. So we got last week's high. We got the low. We got mid range, and we've got 25% and 75% of the range. Okay, that's what we're going to focus on, right? That's because coming to monthly, we're going to expect some sort of pullback. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that I'm 100% right. I could be wrong. We could do something crazy and decide to say, you know what, fuck Dank, right? What does he fucking know? And go above and show bullishness. That's a possibility. But looking at this, now we've got to start looking at what's going on, right? So we've got these inefficiencies over here, all these little gaps there. Do we reclaim them? Well, I mean, do we fill them? We can, but it doesn't have to, right? So what could potential? So one thing is, right, we'll start looking at for what are certain areas that we need to start worrying about. Let's have a look. Already, you got this over here. This area. Oops. Try again. So we've got this area here. This area here. As you can see, it's based off this low and this high over here. And you can see how market's reacting, right? So from the high from last week, right, come back down, found resistance, we tested it, and we broke down, right? Bearish market structure all the way down. Then we took it out, bullish market structure because we're taking it out, take out the lower highs, and we come back up, and we're now consolidating this area. Okay, so when price does that in this area, when price consolidate, there's a chance for us to come back up and start popping up and going a lot more higher. There is a chance, right? I think there's a more probable idea of it going back up, going higher, than for it to break down. I've seen that more. It's more probable, right? There's more chances of that happening, right? So, because the reason why I'm saying that, if it was to be bearish, what would have happened is wicked into it, right, and come back down, break down one more time, and then do something like this. That's what would have happened. Okay, but the fact that we've been consolidating in this for some time, a few hours right there, and it's now, proving it. There's an SR here. I mean, let's do a different color. There's an SR here, off this high there, and look, if we find support off this SR, right, then we can say there's a little quick trade up there, going up higher, X, Y, and Z. Okay, so that's the 1 hour. If I narrow this down to 15 minutes, let's look, because we need to get some day trades in this motherfucker right here, right? So I can literally start narrowing this down a little bit more now, actually. So let's just focus on this area here. That's what we're going to focus on. Just right here. That's what we need to focus on. Nothing too crazy, okay? Yep. Okay, that's fine. So we know that's up there. I'm just going to pop this right over here like that. So I get some space to actually fucking draw some lines and shit. So that's what we're looking for, right? Now, what do we do? Do we trade? Do we not trade? How do we trade? If we're gonna do something, what do we do? I don't fucking know, right? I'm gonna narrow it down to some scalps in a second, right, over here. But we're gonna start looking at trades, right? So the first one, right, is a bearish one. How do we play the bearish play? So come back down. Once we lose this level and find a retest and start breaking down, this will be my confirmation to play down to level. So obviously, I'll be looking for this level here. So if I were to draw a line, I look at this level here, and I look at probably this low here, and then this area, right? Playing it to mid-range, that's what it is. That's target 1, break it down to target 2. This is a consolidation of the area. See how we get back down. If we break down, then I can compound it back to target 3, and then back to target 4. That's it. We're playing it from high to mid, nothing else, nothing too crazy, because remember, it is month end. We need to be a bit careful. That's the bearish play, literally as simple as that. But for us to start playing this play, we need to lose this block. It has to happen. If it doesn't, then I wouldn't play the short. There's no way I'm playing the short, right? Because the market is looking bullish. It's looking quite strong. Dollar's dropping down. The Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P, they're pushing up. So, and gold is looking to push up as well. We'll talk about gold as well. But so we need to start being a bit more cautious and a bit more careful. Don't fucking start stepping in because you just want to step in. If you step in right now, with, I mean, look, if I were to go long, I fucking don't like this, to be honest. Hard stop had to be here, to be honest. We're still in this range bound environment, because price could just come back down and still play this, and then come back down over here, and then still take out this stops over here. It can do whatever the fuck it wants, but we need some sort of confirmation. I wouldn't step into a trade until we lose this level. All right, that's when I start doing a day trade to go from there to target 1, target 2, then target 3, and then go into mid-range. Once we hit the mid-range, we'll see what happens there. Do we lose this level and go back down? Then we can say, yeah, that'll be the next target, and then this original consolidation will be the second target, and then be the third target. That's literally how we play the short play on a range band play. It's just a range band play, okay? The fact that we're in the range, right, means that it's still a range band play until proven otherwise, okay? Does that make sense? Now, if I were to look for any questions there, for market, RSI is a lagging indicator. Let's have a look. And a fat long at 24.15 and cheeky stop at 20. When did you stop at 23.99? Well, I have to look at it. I can get a scalp on that. Reef coin. So I've been waiting for direction. No clear trades for me. Playing some shorter plays on alts. They look more primed at the moment. Alts look good though. I tell you, Matic 116 and 160. That's the target there. Nah, Kyle, you're not dumb. Don't say that. Don't fucking call yourself dumb, bro. That's just stupid to do that, right? You're like everybody here. You're trying to learn and whatnot. There's no such thing as, oh, this person's dumb. Listen, weirdly enough, right? I'm not really a patient person with my family. Weirdly, you ask my brother, ask my mom, ask my family. They literally will say that, yeah, Z is not fucking patient. But weirdly enough, with you guys, I have a lot of patience, man. I don't know why. I just don't know why. But with my brother, right? Like, the thing is that my bro, he's my blood brother. He's a dentist, right? He's a dentist. He's a smart motherfucker, right? Book smart motherfucker. But on the streets, my God, he's thick as fuck. I made his life easier in college, in when we went to secondary school, because I was older than him by 2 years, innit? So I got into a lot of fights. I got into a fight in year 7 with this year 9 kid. This guy called Dexter. Now, Dexter was like the hardest motherfucker in the school, innit? And like I had a little bit of a beef with him. I forgot what happened. I think he tried to he put Tipex on my jumper. That was it. Put Tipex on my jumper. So I grabbed my ruler and I slapped him across the face with a bang. Whipped his face in it. He got fucking. I'm just chatting away now. Yeah, he got slapped in the face in it. So he got up, right. It's like, are you fucking dumb? You fucking dumb, innit? So he pushes me. When he pushes me, because we have to bear in mind, you know, the school desk in it. I went flying back into the desk. So when I went flying back, right, I got like my pencil dropped on the floor, and this is how fucked up I was, in it. So I grabbed my pencil in my head. I was gonna stab the motherfucker in the neck, in it. I don't give a fuck who you are, in it. No, what you call it? I was in year 9. I was in year 9. It was in my year. It was in my year. It was. You know, the thing is, Dexter was a geezer. I was in year 7. I was in year 9. I was talking about, because in year 7, like, we never spoke about that. But in year 9, he was in my class. And my man decided to actually, like, we had a bit of a scrap here and there and whatnot. And he was a big lad. Like, he was a big ass lad as well. And because I stood my ground, I got banged out that day. I ain't gonna lie to you, I got battered. Like, he battered me. Him and his boys just jumped on me as well. And I got battered and stuff like that. And obviously, like I busted my lip and stuff, a black eye and shit like that. I was fucked anyway. And I went to like the nurse's office and kind of thing, and sat there and whatnot. So what happened is I fell over, kind of shit. And literally I came out, and the teacher wasn't there. The teacher actually went into another class. Was in German. I was studying German. Teacher popped over to another classroom to go help out or some shit like that, and this happened in that teacher time. So when the teacher came back, so what happened, blah blah, who did this? No one said anything in it, because Dexter's the hardest kid at school in it. No one was beef with him, and obviously like everyone thought I was gonna grass him up. I ain't a grasser, fuck that. I don't grass anyone up. That's fucking childish shit anyway. So fucking like I came back to the class in it, right, and literally no one, there's no teachers, no head of well, obviously the head teacher came over, head of year came over to speak to me in the nurse office. Or what happened? And I told him I just fell over. And like, no, what happened? And I was like, I fell over. That's really it. And literally, like, I gained his respect. Next thing is, Dexter became one of my best boy. We went gym, me, him, Rio. We got Luke, all these lads in it, these fucked up lads in it. When we went gym together, we were banging out so much thing. And the thing is, whenever I had beef, whatever beef there was, Dexter was always there. So it just shows like it doesn't matter how like, you know, what you're doing it. Like, if you stand up for yourself, you'll be fine, man. Yeah, the UK boys are mad. They're mad. I mean, back in those days, right, when I was young, fighting was one thing, innit? Fighting, you'd literally get into a fight, have a scrap. Let me chat to you guys there. So you get into a scrap, and like whatever the fight would be as well. And I saw the evolution of fighting just moved so quickly beyond what I could actually imagine. So literally, fucking, you get into a fight. It'll be a 1v1. The moment you drop, if you drop, you lost the fight. You know you lost the fight. You shake hands, you walk home, right? And you go back to the mirror. Literally, this is what it is. You go back to the mirror, you shadow box the shit out of it. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck this guy up in it. But you lost in it, right? And everyone knows you lost, and you're not gonna get into a fight unless you have another beef. Then I saw it go from getting knocked out, right? If like dropping on the floor and getting knocked out. It went into like a round 1, round 2 thing in it. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Round 1, like, bruv, I ain't gonna lie to you. If you guys have ever got into a fight, the first swing you take, what a lot of people is, right? One thing I learned from my dad, right, was this. Whenever you get into a fight, rest in peace, Pops. I'm talking about about some of the advice you gave me in it. Good man he is as well. I wish he could be on this podcast as well. But my Pops told me, when you get into a fight, right, there's 2 things you gotta do. If you got, depending on the scenario. Number 1, I'm teaching you guys how to defend yourself here, right? So, bro, like, listen, it's not about being a nerd in it. It's literally standing up for yourself in it. Like, if you stand up for yourself and you show your ground, you'll be good. Like, people will respect that, especially nowadays. There's a lot of pussies out there, right? There's a lot of pussies out there. So you're in a better position than I was before. You stand up, you stand your ground. You get into a scrap after school or some shit like that. So, Bob said to me, depending on the situation, if you're backed up, right, and there's like 5 or 6 guys, right, the loudest motherfucker there is there, swing as hard as you can, knock him out, right? Go for the chin, knock him out on that chin itself, right?
take that out clean. Once you knock that out clean, he will drop. When he drops, his boys are gonna fight you. And trust me, it is true. It's very true. I've been in a position like that. They don't fight. They get scared. But in reality, the hardest punch you throw, the first punch you throw, is the most tiring punch, because that's your hardest punch. The next is not going to be as hard. If you don't knock him out, right, you're fucked. Because you don't have the energy to stand up to fight a full-on blown fight for however long it is. A scrap will last for 30 seconds, and in 30 seconds, a lot happens. So if you can't defend yourself for 30 seconds worth of burst of energy, you're fucked. The second thing is, right, is that if you get into a fight, right, no matter what, don't throw hard punches. Just don't start wailing on them. Don't start swinging. Keep it short and burst. I literally burst it out. Like, you know how like jabs are? And you be clean. Just keep punching it. Like, chisel away from it. That's what I started working on triceps, because it was the fastest way to snap back your arm. I learned that from Bruce Lee. Literally, when you punch, right? When you punch, you know how he does this fast movement? He punches and he pulls it back. It's all triceps. And that's the quick move. It's a stinging pain. But I'm more of a defensive fighter. When I fight, I'm a very, very defensive fighter. I defend, like, these arms here, bro. Like, I tell you something, like, my dad used to go fucking. This is how he used to train me. This is how fucked up we were. My dad used to he had a crowbar, right? And like when he would do his work and with his crowbar, he would like, alright, Z, stand up, block, right? So block, and he just start tapping it, bang, 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 and it would be bruised, and it would be so much pain. But trust me, you throw a punch here, like, or you kick something, I can block it. And I remember NJ, we were 16. I haven't seen it like 15. I haven't seen it for years, 7 years. Last time I saw him when I was 7 years old. Lost in touch with him as well, because obviously their family and this and that. And like, you know, like, everyone's busy in it. And I remember he was a big lad. He was a bigger lad than I was. I was a skinny guy. So we would just play fighting, right? He was just swinging punches, and I just kept blocking one after another. Fucking battery. One second. So I was swinging, like, he was swinging punches, and I was just blocking it one after another. And literally, like, after probably about 7 or 8 fucking punches he took to, like, you know, I took to the arm itself, like to my forearm. He's like, bro, like, what the fuck is your arm made out of, innit? One second. He's like, bro, what the fuck? Your arm is made out of like steel. And the secret is that my pops trained me like that. So, anyway, I don't know why we're talking about fighting, to be honest. This is fucking weird. This is not a good thing. We should be promoting peace. One second, put this up. Extra 12 for Papa. Thank. Appreciate that, thingy, Mo. What's going on here? Yeah, speaking about my dad, I'm gonna go visit him in the grave today. I haven't gone for like for a little while. I'm gonna see my dad. I miss him. Yeah, I miss my pops. Like, if you guys have your dad around, good or bad, go give him a call, man. My dad's my guy. All our dads are heroes, isn't it? Right? Yeah. I'm here today because of my pops, and if it wasn't for my pops, I wouldn't be here. Anyway, we talked about the bullish plan, the shorting plan. Let's talk about the bullish plan. The bullish plan is pretty simple. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy. What's everyone saying? Good trick is to put your hand up to scratch your head, and boom, stiff arm clap and corner of jaw. Ah, shit, Carl's a fucking geezer. He knows. A lot of cowards nowadays. I don't get why people carry on kicking and punching someone when they are. Yeah, dude. When someone's knocked out, bro, leave him alone, man. Don't fucking damage him. Also, nobody expects you to just drop a drink, so it's a good way of getting your hand in a position to throw a deadly sucker punch. If you're, you know what, I've been, yeah, sucker punches is quite, it's a nasty little surprise. It's a very nasty surprise. It's all triceps, 100%. Big love, Dank. Appreciate that, man. Peace to your dad. Thank you so much for that, Lone Wolf. I never give up. My biggest fear is to lose him, man. Listen, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Losing your pops, right, is one thing. Like, I was 23 years old, right? I was a kid. What the fuck do I know? I was 23 years old.
I remember at uni in pharmacy, literally a week before he passed away. Yeah, they were saying the average age is like 65, 67, some shit like that. I think 67. That's what the increased retirement age. And I literally thought to myself, my pop's like 46 in it. I got fucking 20 years, man. I fucking, you know, clock on pharmacy, clock on trading, and then literally just like, no, I wasn't trading at the time actually. Yeah, clock on pharmacy, and then like his biggest dream was to own a Q7, an Audi Q7. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy my pops a Q7, man. Fuck buying me a car, whatever. Just buy him that. And obviously, when he passed away, I was 23 years old, and I still remember that day, man. It's a weird moment. Like, he was a smoker. He smoked 3 times a day, and he used to smoke 3 times a day. Never was ill. Never had anything wrong with him as well. It was a healthy man, a strong man. He was a big guy. Like, he was a short guy. He was 5'5", but his biceps were the size of my head. No kidding. I'm not kidding. Right? He's literally was huge. Sugarcane guy in it. Farmer's boy in it. And I remember the phone call. I was studying for my exam. I had an exam the following week. Studying for an exam. My mom calls me up, she's panicking, and she's like, it's like, ZZ, you gotta come. Like, I'm like, where you at, man? What happened? She's like, your dad had a heart attack. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, dad had a heart attack. I think we're at the hospital. And I remember, like, I dropped everything and just left. And I bombed that road so hard as I can. I didn't give a shit. I was going in the wrong lane. I wasn't thinking. And police stopped me over and whatnot. And obviously, I told my dad. I told the police officer what happened. And feds understood. They're like, all right, follow me. We'll get you to the hospital. So he put the siren on, and I followed the fed in it. Lovely guy. His name was PC Roberts. Really lovely guy. He could have fucked me over there for dangerous driving, but nah, he backed it. Took me to thingy to in front of the A&E. Like, and he's like, give me your keys, I'll park your car. Went in, saw my pops. 30 seconds. I grabbed his hand. I remember saying to him, I was like, pops, I'm here. He looked at me. I'm like, you're gonna be okay. And he just shaked his head in it. He adjusted his body. Looked at me one more time. Looked at my mom. Looked at me. And that was it. And the doctors tried what they can. And yeah, he left. 23 years old. I was a kid, man. I was a child, man. I was a fucking kid. 23 years old. What the fuck do you know? You don't know shit. You don't know fuck all, to be honest, man. It was I know some kids, some guys actually lose their parents when they're young, but it's hard, man. It's really fucking hard. It doesn't get any easier. I ain't gonna lie to you. It doesn't get any easier, but you just deal with it like on a day-to-day basis, innit? Like, there's moments you don't think about it, and you get on with it, and there's moments it hits you, and you're like, fuck, man. Like, I think to myself, like, I made it in pharmacy. I'm doing well in trading. I've got some money that I can actually look after my mum and dad. I wish I could retire him. I wish I could. I never heard him say to me, I'm proud of you, son. Never heard of that. He was a very old school man, and I just wish, like, you could actually just fucking, you know what I mean? I miss you, Dad. I really fucking miss you. Yeah, fuck, man. Just give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Oh, man. Just give me a second. Fucking hell. Alright. Appreciate the love, guys, man. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for that. You guys are really beautiful there. I was 15 when my dad had a heart attack. It's a blessing from God. He was having a business lunch with a doctor, and he saw the symptoms before he got worse and was able to get him to hospital. Bless him, man. Give your dad a hug, man. All of you guys. Thank you, thank you, Derry. Thank you, Unlucky. Thank you, I Never Give Up. You know, thank you, Elijah. ADM, thank you so much for that. HCT, shout out to you, man. Wax, Inalillahi Rajun. Thank you so much, Tony. Big love for that. Exist. Peter Underwood. You know, one disposition. Appreciate that. Mo, Daniel, Mr. Mays, thank you so much. Kyle, shout out to you. Rafe, shout out to you, man. Derry, appreciate that, brother. HCT, Peter, Thomas, Zach. Hey, Zach, how you doing? You okay? I know who you are now. Again, thank you for joining me on the stream, Zach. I just saw Zach and then I just got a fucking smile. Fucking got a smile now. But yeah, honestly, family is the thing in it. When you got like a really close family, they help you out big time. So, thank you, Ning. Thank you, Blang. Thank you so much, everyone. Cool. Let's get fucking back to work, man. Let's not get depressed and emotional with this shit. It's a bit stupid, that is, anyway. But yeah, so Bitcoin longs. Let's look at Bitcoin longs. So the longs itself, right? Obviously, like I said to you, Nick, the fact that we're coming to this range over here, right? We're literally holding this up. If it was to be bearish, what I would have looked at is something like this, like a wick. We wouldn't consolidate in this area here. So that's why I'm like, the probability of shorts is quite low, right? So the fact that the probability is quite low, I'm like, all right then, how do we play this, right? The confirmation plan is, once we take out this high over here, come back down, play around this thing, maybe a retest. So let's draw this out. So something like this, right? Let's say there's something like this, okay? So price decides to take out this high over here, still showing bullish market structure. And the fact that it's showing bullish market structure, let it come back down as a dip, right? It may dip into this, but well, most likely will dip into this consolidation over here, bounce off it. Once it reclaims this level, there you go. That this could be this is your final confirmation for longs, but you could enter a long over here, right? With a stop loss over here below the box itself, right? That 1 hour block we showed. Why? Because this is a consolidation that goes resistance. We come back up, and now we're flipping SR. In a way, it's a SR that blocks an SR. So that's really is the long plan. And if you were to go long, how high we go? 26.8k. Then we start looking up a lot more higher. So if I were to actually delete all this shit, right? We know what we're looking at, right? We're fucking going back to let's go on the 4 hours, right? On the 4 hours, we can clearly see there's the first target. You're gonna have to take profits off this low here, right? That's the first target there. The second target will be around here. Well, 28.6k is about here. Yeah, that'll be the next set of targets there. The reason why, right, is because that's this level. Well, this level here we know why, because this is the low. We can get a reaction to come up there, and if we were to break down, we can start shorting it back down, X, Y, and Z. But the real reaction that I would like to see is this area here. This level here is key. What's so important about this level? It is the first quarter of 2021's range low. So do you remember when I did the quarterly range low and high and the mid, and I was telling you about the monthly, the yearly, and this and that? That's what it is. So then we start looking at, is this a retest for us to go back down, or is this a deviation? We know it's a deviation. We step back in and start holding in the range, and off we go. We can go a lot more higher. Then we start playing the fucking bullish games, a lot more higher on the upside. Yes, ETH merge is coming up, and could it be buy the rumor, sell the news? Someone was asking me that on Twitter, buy the rumor, sell the news. But it could be. It could be. We don't fucking know. September is when September the 19th is when the merge is happening. Then we got the FOMC on the 20th of September, the following day. So it's a very, very important moment there to see how we work out there, and we're just gonna monitor the trade as the setup as we go along, right? Got me tearing up. Appreciate that, Mister. Take care, Mo. Good luck with Jumma as well, and I'll catch you soon later as well. No need to thank me, mate. Thanks for sharing all that emotion. Back to business. Yeah, I'm back to business. No wonder you remember the police officer's name. Yep. Yeah, dude. PC Roberts was a geezer and a half, man. Fucking shout out to PC Roberts. I don't know if you're ever watching this, right? But I don't know where you live, Mr. Roberts, right? But I swear to God, if you ever catch me on stream or something like that, send me a message, email me, DM me on Twitter or whatever. I like to come and take you out. I have to take you out for a meal, because if it wasn't for you, I swear to God, I would have missed that. I would have really missed that. Who knows? I would have had an accident or some shit like that. So, but what if we get a pullback first? Yeah. So the pullback, like I said to you, really was the shorting scenario. The shorting scenario was the pullback, right? Because it's bearish, which is why I was talking about mid-range, right? It's the mid-range of the weekly range. Okay, let's just rewind it back. You'll see. I'm not gonna have to do it again because fucking lost a bit of time on freaking crying and bullshit like that. So, but what like so the key really is the moment we've reclaimed this level here, which I showed you on the 4 hours, and started showing bullish market structure. Off we go, target 1, and then we're looking for target 2, and that's that. That's the plan. We got a pullback scenario that I'm thinking is possibly because it's month end, but at the same time we gotta be a bit careful, right? You gotta be careful month end, because anything can happen. It's a very volatile market there. Now I want to have a look at a fucking scalp actually. What do we have here? Because if you look here, right, look at this on the 5 minutes, right? Look at this motherfucker right there, right? We've got a range high up here, right? And then we got a range low, I'd say this here, right? That's the range low. And you can say, look, price was consolidating, come up there as a deviation, you know, didn't run the stops there, comes as a deviation. And like I was looking for more of a breakdown to go back to 20k to this area here and see how we hold. If we hold, okay now. See this little area here, this consolidation there? I was seeing how we would hold if we come back down, reclaim, off we go. And then it's all this will be a trigger for me to enter along with a stop loss over here. And this is my confirmation. So this is my my confirmation. This is a deviation of the range. Play it back into the range, back to the range higher, then looking for higher prices. But it never did that. It consolidated. Look, price literally did this, right? It's just been consolidating this area, a couple of deviations, and off we go. Okay. Now the question is, where we are right now, do we do something like that? Could be. I don't say why not. But so let's just mark out some ranges there. So if I were to draw a range high, I'd say range low will have to be range high. I want to say this. Let me get my fucking thingy. There we go. That's it. That's the high, and that's the low. No, that's the low. Yeah, that's the low, and that's the high. Okay, cool. We're gonna talk about this in just for a moment now. So that's the high, that's the low, and that's the mid range. Okay, we're just gonna focus on these level here. Nothing else. Nothing too crazy. Keep it nice and simple. Off we go. So if I just mute this shit. So look here. That's it. Yeah. Scalping opportunity. Let's have a look. Right. So we got a resistance, support over here, and we got a deviation. Right. Look at what's happened in the mid range. Mid range, we've got resistance, support, deviation, support. Off we go. So we hit this level there. So it's all good there. And we've come into the range high. We're breaking down. Now, for me, I can actually scalp this right now. I swear to God, I can actually do this right now. Let me change the time frame now. 3 minutes. Alright, okay, cool. I'm gonna enter a scalp soon. Right, so I'm looking for this. A retest off here. Let me get my thingy. We're gonna do a scalp. We're gonna do a live scalping right now. Right now, here we go. Let me get ready. Delta exchange. Come on, quickly. Chart BTC USDT. Alright. And my stop loss will be above here. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Alright. The 3 minutes instead of the 1 minute. I can narrow it down actually. Fuck it, I'm narrowing it down. I'm gonna narrow it off this. Literally off this. That's where I'm gonna narrow it down. Let's have a look at this. See how it's acting as resistance over here? We're looking for this for a retest one more time. So something like this could happen. Come back up. Do this. Break down. And that's my confirmation. Stop loss. I said you can have a hard stop there, but I'll bring my stop loss over here on this week. Right, so I'm going to do this right now with you guys live. Right, so I'm just getting ready. Bet you guys didn't expect that to fucking trade live right now. It's a short market position. This chart. So let me look at the position on how it looks like on the 1 minute. Where my stop loss is going to be. Stop loss is going to be on this chart 24. What's the high on this one? 2400 right now, close. 24.1. So 24.110. That's where my stop loss is going to be, right? Right, so I'm just going to get bracket order. Stop loss at 24.110, right? And I'm going to enter. Alright, cool. Let's see how this goes, right? So I'm ready to actually to do a trade right now. Short from 24.343. What you're saying? No, I think that's too high. For me, it's right here. It's this range here we're playing. For me, it's right here. Now the question is, if on the 1 minute, okay, you can see trend line is broken over here as well. Confluence has been broken there. This candle here was enough of a trigger to enter with a stop loss up there, right? It was enough there. Now the second entry will come up here and do this. That's what we're looking for. And what we're looking for, right, for me would be, I'm looking at these highs over here. This is what's supporting the market there. I'd be wrong if we come back up, right, takes out the stop loss and holds above it and then comes back in and then does something like that. I'd be wrong. I wouldn't enter the trade. But I'm looking for something like this. Come up there, pull them there, boom. We could actually just come into here and just start breaking down. Not a big deal. And I know where I'm wrong. Like, you're wrong over here on this over here. But I'll bring my stop loss over there. I'm bringing it a bit tight. Let's be a bit patient now. Come on, market. What time is it now? So it's 11:40. So we got London lunch at the moment. So London lunch is happening. So a bit more of a slow movement there. Might get this in the next 15 minutes or so. We'll keep an eye on this. Sorry, you can keep an eye on this. Are you writing something down? What do you mean? When? No, I'm not writing anything down, dude. So yeah, let me just highlight this. Something like that. I need to make it more. I'm very anal about my levels. Yeah, that would do. Oh fuck! It's coming down. Okay, so this can happen like that. Come back up, and then break down, and then that's when I'm looking to enter the trade. And off we go. Target 1, target 2, and I'd like to see us take out this liquidity up here, go down to here. That's what I'd like to see. It's a scalp trade, so we are going to actually keep this nice and tight. Let's have a look. It's all this. Delete that for a second. Okay. So you see this trend line over here? Support, 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 deviation, support. And look where it's come at, the mid-range. Lose the mid-range, you know we're coming back down there. It's another set of, I can compound on my scalp, to be honest. I would actually compound that scalp. I'm going to try and make a freaking good R. Let's have a look. So we need to focus on this area here. Vegeta crypto color. It's good, bro. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep this on the side, right? I'm going to open another trading view and keep an eye on this. Right, if it comes, it comes. If not, we need to carry on the next set of targets there. On the next set of view. Wait a second, guys. ETH USDT. Because there's a lot of information that I want to kind of cover. Fuck off, don't fucking start breaking down now. Otherwise, I catch the mid-range. Why is this up there? ETH USDT, that's it. Alright, so we're going to talk about ETH USDT. Alright, thank you. Gotta go. Take care, Rafa. Speak to you soon, brother. One day. So, looking at, yeah, so I made a tweet yesterday, right? Let's have a look. Profile. I was saying this, right? I'm going to explain this to you. So this is the tweet that I said. I said if ETH reclaims 1700, targets is 3k, yearly open 4.3k. Nuts, but it's a range band game. Okay, let me explain that to you guys, right? Yeah, okay. Let me explain it. Let me explain that to you guys, right? So as you can see, if I go to, let me just remove this. On an ETH point of view, right? I can see that I was trying to short something up there as well. Never worked. Never mind. On the ETH point of view, is this, right? This here, well, I'm gonna delete this and bring this back up. As you can see, this is a range band environment. Okay. That's the low. That's the high. That's a deviation. Support. Come there. Support. Come back down. Right. And we've now retested this Q this range low. Okay. Now, what I was looking for, and this level here is $1,700. Right. So what I'm looking for now, literally, no word of a lie. Let me just pop this there. Right. One second. I'll get the numbers on the side so you guys can see what's going on. There we go. Yeah. So this level here is $1,700. So for me now, this key level has to be reclaimed. The fact we close onto it is fine, but it's not much of a clear sign. I like a nice smash. If you were to hold above it, then we can start playing level to level. And if you were, look, then what we say, this is a range band environment. All we had is a deviation, and this will count as a deviation if we do something like this, right? Then if we do something like that, what you're looking at is target 1, target 2, okay? Playing it low to mid, right? You're focusing in this area here. Obviously, at any moment, we're looking for if you were to break down, you cut the trade, and we go back to range low, and then X, Y, and Z work from there, level to level. But just looking at a range band environment in terms of BTC, yikes, come back up a little bit more. I'm good. We can talk about Ethereum, right? We can continue with Ethereum, then talk about the scalp, right? So looking at this, then is what I'm looking for. So I said, if we reclaim $1,700, right? Then I say the target's 3k, yearly open, and 4.3k. Look what happened here, right? So fuck off. So this mid range here is 3k. Can you see it? That's the mid range. That's target 1. Target 2, right? If we reclaim and hold above it, which is what I've been banging about, is a yearly open. Yearly open comes in at what? Approximately $3,600. Call it $3,600 or $3,700, whatever you want to call. Reclaim this, right? Then we go back to range high. Range high is what? $4,300. You see that? So this, then what we can say, this was all just a range band environment. That was just a deviation. Just like how we did a deviation over here. This is a deviation over there. We went back to range low and then did a deviation. We could do the same shit here. A deviation here, back to range high. Why not? You can't rule anything out. Trading is literally you if you start ruling things out like, oh yeah, we're gonna go down to $750. Don't get me wrong, I want to go to $400. I've got buyers there. I like us for to go to $400, but if it doesn't come, it doesn't come. What do? Mope about it and cry and shit. You gotta start switching buyers. So that's the ETH View. Let me do the ETH View, then we talk about the shorts. I'm gonna flick back to this chart. We may have a couple of minutes. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. So the fact that so the ETH View right now is quite an interesting one. We've got a range band environment here. So if I were to bring out all these lines there, you can see how this worked. Literally right there on the spot. I'm keeping on the numbers as well. The numbers is what I'm looking for. 24.70. All right, cool. We've got $30 to go. So yeah, which is why I'm quite confident to actually carry on talking there. So. The ETH View is this, right? So this is the range band environment. We've been in there for 4 weeks. We've broken out of it, right? We were looking for a retest. It never gave us a retest. Instead, it went to target 1, target 2, right? Now, we're at this level. Do we do something like this? Breaks down and comes for a retest, but at the same time, or it comes down for a full-blown retest over here, or does it come for a retest of this block here, off the Monday's high, and go back up? But we've already retested Monday's high, so it's already quite bullish. Question is this a deviation? We don't fucking know. We have to give it a bit of some time now. So that's the ETH View now in terms of the 2046, 45, 47. Okay, yeah. So that's the ETH View of what's going on. So this key level is super important. Again, it's monthly close, so I do expect a pullback. And then we got the monthly open. The monthly open, the candle can do so that it could do, like, let's say it closes here, it could do something like a wick down here, and then have the expansion move there. We don't fucking know, but we know market structure has been bullish on in the thingy so far, so good. In what way? Well, look, lower low, lower higher high. So that's the low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Is that the higher low? And that's now a higher high. So the market structure is going up on the upside, so we're good. So we need to focus on being bullish, right? Than bearish, right? Yes, we have some bearish plays we can do, but at the same time, we can actually just play it level to level. Nothing too complicated. Really nice and simple, right? Does that make sense there? So, Agai NJB is saying, I can't imagine ETH going that high. I will try to play last month's range with SPX, maybe 422. Yeah, true. With SPX, I'm looking at the 4200 area. That's the area that I'm looking for. But again, you can't rule it out. Yeah, and this is what being a trader is being versatile. If you can be versatile and start, what happened here? 1 second. Did my battery already died? Bruv, like it's been fucking half an hour, man. How the fuck you playing me up and all that? 1 second, guys. Try again. Shouldn't be. It's full charge. Cool. So yeah, so it's about being versatile. At any moment, you have to be able to actually just freaking play the market as it is. Because if you were still bearish over here, like if you got to here and you were bearish, well, you got wrong. Like look on the daily close, we had a clean smash above that high itself, right? Clean break above, right? Close above it, and the next day we shot up. So now we got a key level, right? So that's key level is what we need to work out. So it's fucking sending it down now, motherfucker. Let's have a look. Give me a second, guys. At the same time, so this one. I mean, it didn't retest off this low anyway. This is what's capping the market on the upside at the moment. I'm looking for a little bit of a deviation. And what I'm looking for this short really is this area here. This area here to be retested. Something like this. Come back up and then break down and shoot down. Because there's a double top right here as well. I don't like this double top because we can take this out and come back up. I mean, you could come back down over here, do something like that, and come back up and do this. So, I've been a bit more patient about this now, actually. Have you ever seen a trader SC in real life? Why is everyone so intrigued about that? Can you talk about the thing you tweeted yesterday? Which one? What was that thing that I tweeted yesterday? What was it again? Going for reclaim to do look for displacement through the level of reclaim of the block. They push the market down. The market turns optimism. Looks like it. Come on, bro. Just fucking pop up in it so I can enter the short. I want to show these guys how sick I am. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Fuck's sake, man. Shit. There we go. Come on. Drop it down to 30 seconds. That's 30 minutes. That's 1 fucking minute. 30 seconds. Here we go. Okay, I'm getting ready now. Let me draw my lines again. Kind of fucked it up, didn't I? Quickly. Range. Where's the range? Range high. Range low. Right, that's the 5 minutes. Mid range is about here. Where the mid range is. 1 minute. So it's just this. Ah, okay, that's where it is. Just over here. No, we didn't come into it, man. I need that. I need it to come. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna draw it up by fucking thingy. There we go. So we got this range over here. That's the range there. I need to focus on this for 1 minute. Where am I there? I don't like this. I missed. I couldn't have missed it. See, okay, so my entry hasn't come. I was looking to actually take a short off here, this area here, or this area here. It hasn't come, so I'm not gonna chase it. I'm gonna be very, very patient about it. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. I think it's just teasing us a little bit as well. The thing is, if we lose this level here, break down, come down here, on resistance, then yeah, we step back into this range over here, playing it back down here. Market being controlled normally with bad news, the market should dump, but it goes on the opposite side. All the short positions liquidated when all the long position will dump. I could have played a tight stop, but wasn't good enough for invalidation level. Yeah, but wasn't good enough. Oh yeah, I'll talk about that in just a second. There. What was the trade? What was the tweet again? All right, so cool. Let me do the tweet again. So delete. Piotr asked me a question. It was something like that. Here we go. Yeah. It's literally. I talked about it in the beginning. It's literally this thingy. So, okay. So this chart here. 24:30. Okay, we'll wait. Yeah, it's fine. So this chart here, right? So what happened was, right, that so obviously I talked about how if we were to do something like this, right, something like this. I talked about this was an entry stop loss over here, playing it back all the way to the range high, mid range, wherever the mid range was. I think the mid range was about here, and then no, sorry, I think the mid range was about here, and then range high was about there, right? So that would have been the play there. But when we came into this area here, I was like, I could have played a tight stop, but wasn't good enough for invalidation level. So literally, let me bring up another chart on BTC. It's getting sent down now, the bastard. Once again. It's got to bounce and then one more wick. And then we have our entry to go in there. So, looking at BTC, right? On the hourly, for example. And let me just get this. Bring this up here. So, we have Monday's range, right? So, Monday's range was. I have to leave that here because it's on another chart. So, Monday's high. What day was it Monday? 25th. Yeah, so this was Monday. So this is the low, and that's the high, right? Now, yeah. So I could have played a tight stop. So this. I'm gonna change the fucking color now. Yeah, come at 25% range. Bastard. We might have missed it. Never mind. But we'll find something else. Yeah. No. This. Pink. Right. So obviously I played from here, right? Well, not from here. I played it from here, right? Playing it all the way back up to mid, back to high. And I took my TP and I walked away from the trade and I was happy with that as well. Then what happened was price got all choppy there. So now if I go down to the 15 minutes now, right? Which is what I was looking for, a deeper pullback. Now, the deeper pullback I was looking for was potentially coming back down from here, right? Come back down there, do this thing, come back all to the mid-range. From the mid-range, either we bounce off this and reclaim and go up higher. That's what I was looking for, and I know how my invalidation here. My entry would have been here because we come back below the mid. This is the mid-range and Monday's mid-range. Working back to range high, and then once we break above and go higher, then I can play up to these highs. That's what I was looking for. Now, I was looking at this yesterday, right? Yeah, I think we missed this. We probably missed the scalp. It wasn't very clear, but well, I wanted it a bit tighter, but it never come. Anyway, it is what it is. What can you do? So looking at this, right, and now price, right, entered in, came over here, retested the Monday's high, right. So you know what? So from this high itself, right, this is the high. Come back, resistance, come up there. We shoot this high there. I'm like, all right, cool. We need to, okay, either this is just a stop run and we play back lower, and we did. We played back lower, and then we retested the Monday's high once and twice. So for me already, if I want to go long with a tight stop loss, right, I'd have to put my stop loss over here. Stop loss over here, aiming for the 20 for these highs that we were playing up there. Aiming to get to these highs over there. But and that would have been a tight stop loss, but I didn't really like it. I wanted this move over here. You see this all in it, especially this move here is inefficiency. There's no trading wicks on either sides of it. It's just a thin, fast movement, and I didn't like that, and which is why I wasn't comfortable with taking the trade. I wasn't comfortable taking the trade, knowing that ahead of me is literally the month end, and having month end coming up, I expect a bit of a pullback, but instead price just shut up. To be honest, if I were to take the trade, it would have been very valid for, you know, as soon as we broke above this high, this candle there, we retested Monday's high. I put a stop loss. That's my invalidation there, right? Because I'm wrong there. Because if we step back in, then we're looking to go to do this. But I didn't take the trade. I was a bit skeptical. I really wanted it to go down, and I missed it. So that's what I was talking about on that trade. Does that make sense? Because sometimes you got such a fast move, right? Sometimes you have such a bang, when you get a bang movement like that, right? Then you gotta start working out. Okay, I want to long it, right? But where do I long it? And you start finding levels. So that's a level there. This is a level there. You got Monday's mid-range. Monday's mid-range is here. And I was so fixated on the idea of Monday's mid-range. I didn't fixate on the idea. So, okay, drop it down on time frame, and let's have a look at what the market structure is saying. As soon as we got up, once we took out this high here, I was like, it's too late. I'm not entering there. There's no point. What, to get a 1 hour trade? Fuck that. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk, because I missed all the move there. So that's what I was talking about. Good score. In a good scalp short on it right now. Then what levels do you use your fibs? 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 1. That's my level. Alright. I think we're going to miss this fucking BTC trade. I ain't going to lie to you. But never mind. We move on. I'm going to keep an eye on it as well from time to time. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, we'll just fucking make plans anyway. So Ethereum. So yes, let's talk about the short plays, and let's talk about short plays, because it's month end. We need to talk about short plays. There's some water as well. Smash the likes, everybody, man. I really appreciate you guys actually jumping on the stream with me as well. Fucking, you know what? It's been quite a phenomenal journey. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know why? Because I started from zero, right? And you need to bear in mind, I started this channel in bear market. Right? I didn't start this channel in bull market. I didn't start this channel with like 4,000 or 5,000 views, 4,000 or 5,000 followers. I started from zero, from dead scratch, in the heart of the bear market. And now 8 weeks in, what can I say, man? We got how many followers do I have? Let me have a look. 1450. Alhamdulillah for that. One disposition, it just followed me recently. Well, he probably followed me yesterday. He's kind of logging behind. Yeah, 1440. He probably followed me yesterday, but his name is right below here. Shout out to One Disposition. But yeah, looking for longs. Yeah, looking for longs itself, right? Sorry, shorts, because it's the month end. We now need to understand what's going on, right? So let's drop it down, right? Let's go on the hourly and see what do we have to play, right? We literally can see a few things here, right? Number one, we find support of here, right? So we finally, right, if you look at it this way on the hourly, after a whole week, right, we were capped at Monday's high, capped. Like once, twice, 4 times we've been capped over here, right? We finally broke above it, found support, and off we went, right? So which means to me, right, like look, again, we're at a key level, right? This is all key level, right, at $1,700, right? A potential move back down as a retest, because look, consolidation. Oh, fucking camera, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah, I'll have a look at the alts in a bit as well, because I'm just finishing off the whole fucking thing in it. Right, let me have a look. 1 second. Give me a second. Alright, cool. I'm back on. So put this back up there. Yeah, we missed the fucking short on Ethereum on BTC, the bastard. Never mind, it is what it is. Cool. So we're back up. Thank you, Amov. Appreciate that. You're never late, brother. Because I'm really proud. You know, I'm proud. I'm really happy to have you here as well. So we're talking about key levels in it, right? So the fucking lighter, man. Do you know what? For some reason, I actually want to roll up. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna roll up. Chat amongst yourself as well. Sometimes a roll up tastes different. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not smoking weed, right? I'm gonna go Jumma. I'm just smoking a roll up, right? If you guys took a short, fair play to you guys, man. Sometimes you just want a very tight entry. You miss it, It happens, it is what it is. But that's life for you, man. You're not always gonna get the trades. The idea was right, but and look, the direction was right. It's just like I just really wanted a very tight trade. I wanted to make like a good 6-7R kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You know when you make a 6-7R trade, you look like a fucking gangster. I did that BTC short long the other day. I made a 5R move, 5.5R move, and I got a DM from an influencer, right? And it's like, mate, did you really take that trade? I was like, yeah, 100%. You know, he's seen me take a 14R trade on a dump. Like I literally took so Bitcoin was about to dump. I took a trade, did a video on it. 1 hour later, bang, hit 14R, and it was a nasty ass motherfucking. Yeah, now rolling tobacco. It's literally just it's Juma today. Come on, man. It's Friday, innit? In the evening, later I'll smoke up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we're looking at this, right? Already off the bat, right? We can start seeing that Ethereum. We got a key level here, right? Move this over here. We got a key level here. The shorting scenario is we come back down, find resistance off this. That will be my shorting opportunity back down to this area here, right? Probably take a TP1 here and then TP2 there, and looking at TP3 here. Do we come back and retest this? If we start breaking down, we step back into Monday. If we step back into Monday's range, you gotta ask yourself, the fuck you doing back in the range? Remember, month end, we can get a deep pullback. Monthly open, if it's a bullish month, we're gonna get a wick of the month, and then from the open, and then we're gonna get a fucking fat body. So that's what we're looking for. This is a potential move, right? So what you'll be doing is literally playing it level to level. So you got this, right? If we step back into Monday's range, you gotta ask yourself, the fuck you doing back in the range? Because this should be in a breakout, a retest, an expansion. But instead, what you've done is just a breakout, a deviation. Step it back in. That'll be target 1, and that'll be target 2. Playing it back to this level here. That'll be target 3 there. That's it. Simple as that. Then we start looking for how we react, coming back to wherever the monthly open is, and then we play from there. Does that make sense? Literally, it's really simple. Well, not really simple, but there's not much to talk about because it's month end. You want to be a little bit more careful. Coming on to Monday, we've got a new month, new week. Then we'll start playing. We're playing. Where's Wally? That's what we play. Where's fucking Wally in it? Fucking Wally. What are you guys shorting on? You guys shorting something that I don't even know about. Any updates on Coach K? Ooh, fucking Coach K. Let me message him. Let me message him. One second. That's a very good point. One second. Profile. First coach. Okay. I've just messaged Coach K. As proof that I messaged Coach. Because there's always other thingy. But yeah, I messaged Coach K, and let's see that if he does get back to me, and I don't know, it's a far fetched move to get him for tomorrow because I completely forgot about him. Don't mean any disrespect to Coach K. But if we can get him tomorrow, happy days. If not, we'll work it out. Ah, fucking bastard! He went down to mid range. See again. The direction is right. No idea what is done about 56%. OP Scout. What's OP? Too early. Too early. So Erie had 2021, 2022, July 27th as triggers as the upside incident. Dude, you know what? Red, blue, green. He's picked up on something. I literally thought about this last night, but I forgot about it completely. July last year was was a reversal. Quickly chat about that. July last year was a reversal. So we look on the daily, right? And I'll tell you why. Right, I'll tell you why. So if you look at here, June made the low, we retagged the yearly open, and then the next one, right, in July we made a low again, right, on 20th of July, and guess what happened here, motherfuckers? Whoops, delete this. So 20th of July, June, 13th of June we made the low here. That's the lower high, right? We'll come down here. 20th of July was here. Well, we made high. So July, well, not 20th of July, 21st of July, but we made it high anyway on the we made a high on the 19th of July. But what's key? Why did crypto do that? Does anyone know why did crypto made a low in July? It's just a question. If you guys know, by all means, say it. If you don't know, it's not a problem. I'll tell you about it. When was your birthday? Finn, when's your birthday? So the reason why the question is literally so if you look at crypto, right, on both Julys, right, this July over here, right, let me just hide all this. Sorry, this July over here, sorry, July made a low and we shut up. July we made a low and we shut up. Do you know? Does anyone know why? 19th of July. Happy birthday, Finn. Seasonal dates. Seasonal dates for what? What's the key? What's the key for seasonal? 29th of July. Bro, is it today? Derry. Happy birthday, fam. You know what? Fucking happy birthday, my bro. Everyone give him a happy birthday, man. Wish him well. Earnings are in July and summer in the US coming to an end in the option. September, August go up. Okay, Lurok's on the right page. Buy in July and go away. And happy birthday, Derry. Yeah. So the seasonality, not Wall Street. Seasonality is the dollar index. I'll show you. So if you look here on this chart, this is the US dollar index seasonality, right? Let me delete this. If you can see here, look at what happens, right? So normally what happens in about February, March is when you make the high of the dollar index, right? And in July you make the low of the year. In July, August, September. Oh, sorry, July. So around July, August, September, that's the low of the dollar index, and then we come back into the mid range. So if I were to, let's say if I were to do a range bound environment of this, right? Literally say that's the high and that's the low. Literally we got all the squares here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's right here. That's the mid range. You can see we do a deviate. You can see come back down, deviates it, goes back above, pulls it resistance, shoots back down, comes back as deviation, shoots back down. Right? So seasonality, and which is why September, right? It's quite bad for crypto, because look at the rally up there on dollar index. But then like November and December is always good for me. October, November, December tends to be good for crypto. Why? Because of the seasonality and dollar index, which is why it's key to always be prepared and chart your dollar index. DXY, Dixie, that's the one. So if you do that, it's an edge ahead of the game. You know, you always want to be ahead of the game on it. So, what's it? So that's when you be ahead of the game. Last Fed meeting, yeah. Why? Because last Fed meeting was in July, right? So we meet the low. And the next Fed meeting is in when? September. Boom, off we go. You know what I'm saying? So that's if you can actually do this whole dollar index, and you can if you freaking actually save this photo on your phone or something like that, or have it somewhere, or have this in mind, always remember about dollar index seasonality. This is one way you have the edge. All right? Yeah, man. Bro, like there's always gonna be alpha here. You know what I'm saying? Those who stay and watch the whole thing captures a lot of information. Those who leave is just gonna miss out on a lot of these alphas. They come at random moments and stuff like that, but they do come. Awesome. You literally just type in if you just literally go onto Google and type in dollar index seasonality seasonal tendency. You see at the top in the top corner, the dollar index seasonal tendency. It's the third picture. It's that picture that I showed you, and that's what it really is. And yeah, there you go. So we're looking at Ethereum. We did the short play. The long play is if we know this is a key level. Right now. This is the initial high that shot above the key level. Remember, these are alphas. When I speak, there's alpha here. I may be a fucking crackhead and shit. I don't smoke crack, but maybe a fucking numpty who can't spell yeah properly, and I spell it as yeah, as in YEAH, right? But when I speak fucking truth shit. So look at the key of this one. This is the initial high that smashed above the key level. That's the high there. All I'm doing now, if I want to go long, if I need to find long, it doesn't do the return. If I want to go long, break above, right? If it takes out this high happy days, if it holds this, right? That's your confirmation. There you go. It's an SR, deviation, resistance, and then resistance becomes support. And that's your SR playing to your next target. Now we're going to talk about what the next target will be. I don't think it will come. I don't know. I think we're going to be a bit more bearish in my opinion, just for the time being. But looking over here, we got a range bound motherfucking target here, right? So how do we play this? if I were to do this, right, let's go on the 4 hours. I need to narrow this down now. So to me, let's have a look. This low, this high. Yeah, I'd say that. Let's bring this up here. I'd say that. Yeah, it's definitely that, right? There you go. Right, so what's key about this? Let me bring this up. What's so key about this range bound environment? So we had the initial drop, right? Once we had the initial drop itself, right? Then we had a rally up and this high. Took out the stops there. This higher on that candle held, and we start breaking down. Look at deviation of the mid range, deviation, all the support, come back down, deviates it, and one more retest, and that's it, off it goes. So the mid range is a key factor right here. Okay. So if I want to enter a long, here we go. So we could kiss up, right? That's the thing is, I play probably a quick trade off like this, come into this area as target 1. See how we go. Once we reclaim this area here, now you gotta ask yourself, the fuck you doing back in this range? Because now you're playing from low to mid. That's all you're doing then. And then we say the next set of targets is here at 18. Well, that's the first set of target there, and then we go to the mid range, and we're looking at levels of from reclaiming $800. Targets will be 1887 and 1975. That's what we're looking for, and that's the ETH long there. So and that's the ETH short there. We're all done there, and that's pretty much it. Does that make sense? Say the line deviation, fam. So yeah, dollar strength is bad for okay. So when dollar goes up, we'll do dollar. Actually, let's do dollar now. That's it, because we've done all the main bits and bobs in it. We'll do dollar now. Okay. So I don't think I'm gonna actually do alts today. I'll do alt request tomorrow because it's all time high. We're gonna be fucking chilling. Look what's happening here. July. What happened in July, fam? Motherfucking deviation. No, deviation actually. Made the high. Remember I said to you, made the high of seasonality. July's made the high. So now we're expecting I think it's a swing high, and we're breaking down, and we're going a lot more lower. So that's what we're looking at now in terms of what could happen, right? I mean, for me, really, I like to see us retest this area. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's far away, right? I know it's 100, right? I'd like to see us retest this area. What's so key about this area? Go on the quarterly, you can see this 3 months. It's an area of consolidation. Talked about it before. Consolidation, breakout, come back here. Is it a retest, or is it or do we go for is it a retest for an expansion, or is it a deviation and we play back in? And that was just a deviation. We don't know just yet. We'll have to play it level to level, right? Come to September, the next quarterly candle is going to be quite important. Reason why, it's got FOMC as well, so we'll see how that works. But we'll see what happens. But I think seasonality, if dollar makes its high, it's going to break its way down. And let's just say in September it starts to rally up, then it's just a retest, or do we do a swing failure, or whatever? But to be honest, right, if we step back into this range, then it's lights out for all risk on assets. So in terms of dollar index, right, in terms of education point of view on this one, what you need to understand is by trying dollar in a way is inversely proportional to Bitcoin. What that means is that if Bitcoin goes up, let me fucking chat to you guys. So if Bitcoin goes up, dollar goes down. If dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up, right? And that's what you're working on there. So if you understood the seasonal tendency, which I've already spoken about, seasonal tendency, if you guys don't know, on the chapter, it's on the one of the chapters. I actually make a chapter for seasonal tendency for dollar index as well, so you guys can actually go back to that one and recap if you need to. But what you need to do now is actually understand if dollar goes up, Bitcoin goes down, dollar goes up. So Bitcoin has been going, and like I'm not saying it's going to be proportional all the time, and it's exactly inversely correlated. Sometimes, like, look, dollar has been pushing up. I can tell you when actually off the chart. From January 2021, and we know Bitcoin went up in January 2021. We were going up for 3 months in it, then for 4 months, and then April, once we made the high in April, we broke down in it. But dollar has been going on a rampage for over a year and a half. It's been 18 months of a non-stop, relentless push, straight up push.
So we're gonna have to have a good pullback. I'm hoping so. So looking at dollar right now, as I said to you, 18 months of push, and this from this low here to there where we are, that's 18 months worth of play. Is it 18? 19 months? 19 fucking hell, dude. But it's been on a relentless play game now. Now what we've done is, well, we've come into an area for a retest. Retesting what? I'll show you, motherfuckers. So you see this area here, that's consolidation. This is the low and that's the high there. Cap the market there, deviation, resistance, sell off, right? We come when we shank down below it, find resistance twice and then sell off. Okay, so it's finding fucking camera. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. I think because I can feel the camera's actually heated up a little bit. We're gonna end it quite soon anyway. Alright then, cool. So then plug this in. Video capture. There we go. Alright, cool. So, like I was saying, we're coming to what we've done is that's the range, right? So literally, this is a block in itself, right? So that's the range, and all we've done is let me just play this out there. Cool. So all we've done is lost that range, right? Come back and we've done a retest. Does he do an Adam and Eve and then off he goes? We don't fucking know. But as long we're playing it short term in it. When I say short term, I mean a couple of weeks, a couple of months in it and whatnot. But as dollar index is pushing down, that's good. And is it respecting it? So when you use what I do, I use gold. So XAU USD is gold. Okay. The reason why I use gold is that they are actually inversely proportionate. So when dollar goes down, right, gold goes up, and when gold goes up, when gold goes down, dollar goes up. So they're inversely proportional to each other. So this is all alpha shit. So pay attention to this now as well. So I look at what gold is saying, right? And now if I go the daily, right, you can see it. Gold is pushing up. I had this range bound in play. I entered a long in gold over here with a stop loss over there. So I'm up on gold. It's not good. And I can see that this is a range bound environment, right? All this is a range bound. The support, resistance, support, deviation, resistance, come back there, support. So we're still stuck between 1169 to 1914. That's where we are. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is, right, you see this now? See this trend line that I've got there? Trend line is resistance, deviation, get back up, hold it, support, gets back up, makes a higher, well, it breaks market structure, right? Because this was all bearish market structure. High, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, double bottom kind of thing. Lower high, it's coiling up, and then it breaks market structure in one go. And then all is done. This is actually if you do market structures like this, right? You guys can see, and then it's like this, and then like that, and then like this. That's the real market structure. That's what the market structure is. Once we're taking out this high here, the market structure is broken. It's shifted. We're now long. We're starting to look for bullish plays. Originally, I was looking for a play from on the mid range, hold the mid range, reclaim this area, go up higher, but it didn't do that, right? Instead, it's come back to range low. No problem. I did get stopped out. I entered the trade over here on gold. Yeah, around this area here. The stop loss. Oh no, my stop loss was here. Yeah, my stop loss was there. I was trying to go for this target there and then try and go up a lot more higher, but instead, you know, it came back down. The moment it came back down over here, I TP there, broke my stop loss at break even, and I got stopped out. Happy days, whatever. Came back down here. I'm like, alright, I'm watching this. Now, when I'm watching this now, right, I was looking at how this is working now. As long as I hold this, right, mid range will be the target. Already, I can say this is the minimum target. I would take some profit there, the mid range.
reclaim the mid-range, and off we go. And if that's happening on gold, right, that means dollar's going down. So if we're making a higher high, right, we're breaking market structure, right, on gold, it's all good, right. So as long as we respect market structure and it doesn't become bearish, we don't find bearishness over here and start selling it down lower, this was just a fake out then. This is a nasty trick anyway. But as long as we hold above it, reclaim, take out these highs there, take out these highs there, and then finally take out this high there. And then let's go a lot more high on gold. And if that carries on gold, dollar's going to go down. If dollar goes down, that means Bitcoin's going to go up, right? Does that make sense there? ETH losing support. But it would be. Bitcoin is dropping down. The king is always Bitcoin. And I would have got a fucking good trade on that, you know? That sucks. Look where we are. We lost the mid-range. That's why I never bothered. I'm like, once we lost that level that I was looking at, right? It didn't look good. But yeah, it's taking a stop run. I mean, that's a long right now here to mid-range. And then playing it back to this area here. And potentially going back to where I want it to go. If it goes there, actually, you know what? We might get an entry. Actually, we might get a fucking entry now. This is what's going to happen. I might stay on this fucking chat here now. This is what's going to happen. Okay? If this plays out perfectly, you're going to love this as well. What's going to happen now, right? So we had a stop run, right? Do you remember that fucking position I was looking for to enter? Right here. There, right? What's going to happen is it's going to do this. Come in there, hold above it, and it's going to do this to set of targets there, back into this area of consolidation. If you start breaking down, I'll start looking for shorts. But ideally, what's going to happen is going to take out these highs over here. Take out these highs there, spike into it, and then finally break down. That's what I'm looking for. In terms of trend line, how is the trend line doing? Let's see. That's the trend line. And look where we are. Pinpoint perfect. See, without even fucking doing a trend line, and I did this live in front of you guys, right? I'm telling you, we're gonna go up a lot more higher. It's a long. I did say it's a long position. I'd say my stop loss would have to be. You can keep a stop loss here, but your hard stop is right here, this area here. Why? Because you see this consolidation over here. This area consolidation. That's where it's come back to retest. Which is when I was targeting, I was saying targeting of this low here. Remember? I was targeting this. It was just so happened to be the mid-range of this. And off we go. Thanks, mate. I just made a great scalp for being impatient. What a geezer. But yeah, we'll see how that works anyway. So, but yeah. So another one more alpha. I don't know, should I do the alpha today or should I just call it a day and then do it tomorrow? I think I'm going to call it a day, actually. Oh shit, if he's going to lose it, he's fucking going to send it back down. Then I'll see how we do if we hold above it, reclaim this area here, and off we go, target 1, target 2. And if he does this, target 3, target 4. And it's just playing, all we're doing is we're playing the range band game. That's what it is. Sick. ADM, YFI. Fucking hell, I forgot about YFI. What is the price of YFI actually? I haven't seen YFI for so long actually. YFI USDT. Dude, 8K. I remember when this was above Bitcoin's price at one point, you know, a long time ago. Let's have a look at what. That's how long ago it's been. You can tell. That's how long ago it's been since the last I saw YFI. The fact that you see this, right? It is looking bullish though, in my opinion. On a higher time frame basis, see this low there? Look what's happened. Resistance shoots down. Sorry, not resistance. Support shoots down, finds resistance, and what do? We shoot up, break market structure over here, and now if we hold above it and do something like that, but then I say, yeah, let's long it to these areas here. Let's do it. I think about these areas here, and that's when I'll be looking for this area. That'll be the target there, and you can put like, you can literally put like a hard stop is here. You're wrong over here. I'll probably put my stop loss around probably here. That's where I'll put my stop loss. That's YFI for you. on a long term like thingy on a fucking madness. Fucking naked. Listen, no one wants to give a shit, man. Thank you, Magneso. Thank you, Lurok. Thank you for backing it as well. So that's so that's why YFI for you. It's not looking too bad actually, if you ask me, innit? Shit. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. What time is it now? Oh, it's 12:30. Listen, I've got to bounce actually. It is Friday prayer in the next 45 minutes or so. Yeah, in the next 45 minutes. I've got to head out there as well. So thank you so much for attending the show. Big love for that. Tomorrow we've got all time high. I'll be doing the show in the evening on Saturday, probably about 6-7 o'clock in the UK time. I will definitely confirm that on Twitter. If you don't have the bell icon on my channel, do so, because if you don't have Twitter, for example, you'll understand the you will get a notification when I'm going to go live, and then we just chill. More of a chilling vibe kind of thing. I'm going to see if I can get Coach K tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Really appreciate it. It's been fucking 2 hours 17 minutes, and you guys have been a fucking star. So have a good weekend, have a good Friday, and enjoy your day. And hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. All right, take care, lads.